Welcome back to your Healthy Sunday on Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and we are doing yoga with Nevada Lee. I already feel better.
I am feeling fantastic this morning.
It's amazing. If you start your day with this, it really does make a difference. So we've already done some breathing and some stretches, and we did the downward dog, and we've done some planks. What's next?
We're going to get into the Sun B salutation.
Okay.
This is one of the most common, flows in yoga as well. So we'll do that. We'll get into a couple of balancing poses that I really like.
Nice.
And then we'll finish off with some really juicy, deep stretching.
Ooh,
and,
sounds good.
We'll finish in Shavasana.
I love
and
it.
We'll be reborn again.
Yes.
For the day.
Yes.
Every single day.
All right, so what do we have going on?
Downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, pressing down through the mat. Tailbone up to the sky. Your knees can be slightly bent. You don't have to touch your heels to the mat. Some people can do that. Most people can't, but it's not important. What's important is what's for your body. So Sun B, we're going to walk our hands forward. We're going to take a halfway lift as we breathe in. We're going to exhale, forward fold, and then we're going to breathe in and we're going to come into a chair pose to start igniting our legs and our core. Feet can either be together. I can't really do that, so we're hip width distance apart and stacking. And then your arms are going to be raised, pinky slightly toward in. Engage your core, and then sink like you're sitting into a chair. And you kind of want to be able to see your toes right over your knees.
I can't see anything right now.
So we would do this, and then we would exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and we'll step back through our chaturanga. So we'll go to a high plank, slightly forward, bend down to a low plank. Ooh. Take a breath in as you flip over into upward facing dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. And then we're going to step our right foot forward into warrior one. So you're essentially going to take your right foot up by your right wrist. You're going to rotate your back foot to about a 45-degree angle.
Hold on, I'm falling over. Wait, okay.
And then try to do it with your breath as you come up. And this is where the joint stacking comes into play. So you want to make sure your knee is always stacked directly over your ankle.
Nice.
So you don't want to have it in, you don't want to have it out. You want to have the muscle memory remember that exact pose.
Okay.
So as you press down into that knife edge of your back foot, you're engaging all the muscles through your legs. This is stacked. You're going to want to slightly turn your left hip forward and your right hip back. Arms go straight up in the air. And this is warrior one. And it's also important here is to stack your ears over your shoulders, over your hips.
Are you supposed to feel it in your thigh?
You're supposed to feel it everywhere.
Oh, alrighty.
So engage your core, engage every muscles in your legs, really press down into your feet. And it's funny, the more you engage, the tighter you are.
Wow.
It feels like the lighter you are. So bring your pinkies in, and we're going to take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to flow through that chaturanga. So we're going to step back into our high plank, elbows in, halfway down for a low plank, flip your toes over, press up into upward facing dog, stretch out through your abdomen, downward facing dog. And then you step your left foot forward up to your left wrist, rotate that back foot 45 degrees, and then rise up with your breath. And keep remembering to breathe. Your breathe is what's going to oxygenate every vessel, every cell in your body, and it's going to help you stay in the fire. And take a breath in, exhale, chaturanga. Upward. So it's high plank to low plank is the chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And that is Sun Salutation B right there.
Wow.
So for the next one, we're going to step that right foot forward again. We're going to come up into warrior one with our breath. Deep breath in. Exhale. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to rotate into warrior two. So your back foot's going to come parallel with the back of your mat. Remember to stack that front knee over your front ankle. And then you don't want to shift too far forward because you're not in alignment, too far back. Shoulders directly over hips.
Am I doing it right?
This is warrior two. Okay. You might want to lengthen your step a little bit more, and you want to try to go for a 90-degree bend in that front knee.
Oh,
perfect right there.
Yeah.
So from here, another nice one is straighten through that right leg, and then you're going to do stargazer's pose.
Oh, I like this.
And this is a good side body stretch here. And then from here, we're going to use a prop, so you're going to want to grab your block, and we're going to go into a triangle pose. So you're gonna have those legs.
Yeah.
And you don't wanna be locking out your knees here.
Okay.
You can bring your hand down to your ankle, down to your floor if you want to. I use a block, high side or low side. Place it there. Extend your left arm up to the sky. And then you want your hips to kind of flow like water and your knees to flow. And you'll start to move around and bend and you'll find that sweet spot. And you'll find that your back might crinkle out and crack like an accordion.
Oh, nice.
And then you can take your gaze even farther back to stretch through. And that is triangle pose.
I hope you're doing this with us, people.
And then from there, we would come back up into either a warrior 2. We could switch it around, come into our warrior 1, and then we would go back through another chaturanga, flow to downward facing dog.
Nice.
So from there, some of the balancing poses, and balance is a really, key component of yoga. So remember to breathe if you haven't.
Thank you.
We're doing that again. The easiest one to do to start building those stabilizer muscles through your legs, especially if you've had ankle injuries or whatnot, are standing leg raises.
Oh.
So you can just stand here, engage your core, tailbone down, hips up, focus on one point in the wall, remember to breathe, and it's as simple as just raising your right knee. And then remembering to breathe. And then you'll start to feel all those muscles in your ankles engage. If you want to take it further, you can extend your arms up, and then you can extend your right leg out and hold that right there. And just remember to keep breathing. Baron Baptiste of Baptiste Power Yoga says the pose doesn't even start until you want to get out of it.
Well, I wanted to get out of it.
So you need to stay there. You need to stay present in the moment. A good thing to do is also they make straps that will help bring your feet closer. So if you can't reach and you want to use straps as an assisting,
nice.
You can use your strap to bring it up like this.
Oh.
And then you can also open up your leg to the side.
Oh, let me try that one. Ready?
And I broke this ankle at the beginning of last season.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, look at me. Whoa!
But you want to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips.
I will be quiet.
And then you can, well, we won't get into it, but,
no, but that's
balancing
really
is one of the hardest things to do, and it has to deal with.
Balance is so hard. I actually had surgery on this foot, so I can really balance on this one. I could be like this all day, but then this foot is harder. So we all have injuries here in Colorado because, like he said, we work hard, we play hard, and we gonna yoga hard. We have so much more to do with Nevada Leaf, some more exercises, and then the relaxation part is coming up right here on Good Morning Vail. It's TV8.